When we left off, Soigain had just let Takashi keep the $10 million prize before realizing it was real-life money. Later on, he goes to complete the beginner course and runs into Sha, his student council president, and Titan, a mysterious figure that isn't too fond of talking. A bright light emanates out and Rin, their instructor, teleports in. She then takes them to their training area, explaining they will be training at an abandoned tomb. She draws their attention to the tunnel apes, who are lurking above. Impatient, Titan wonders when the mission will begin, but Rin explains that it already has, just as the tunnel apes attack. Defending quickly, Rin tells her students that they should each have a buster item, a weapon unique to them, as she holds her sword. Sha displays his sun star and Titan shows off his hammer fist, leaving Soigain to look in awe. When asked to show his, Soigain claims it isn't anything special. After finding that physical attacks are ineffective to the tunnel apes, Rin informs them of the elder who is in control of the horde. They plan to attack him first as he increases the overall horde defense. However, Titan steps forward. He charges up his hammer fist and blasts himself up to the elder tunnel ape. He breaks the cliff that the elder was standing on and continues to attack. After a final blow, he defeats the elder and collects his reward money. The others look on in awe, but more tunnel apes come rushing in. Rin quickly takes care of the rush and levels up, causing Sha to start attacking for his love of Rin. After defeating them all, the group calculates how much money they made off the level. However, Rin then states the final test, a battle against her. She throws kunai at each of them, causing Titan to summon his familiar, seaweed. Soigain quickly dodges it, and Sha tries to deflect it with his weapon. Summarizing each of their responses, she deems that Titan's reflex was too cautious as it was just a physical attack. She then tells Sha to take the kunai out of his forehead. He panics before listening to Rin and pulling it out, overreacting and falling to the floor in the process. Rin then tells Soigain that underestimating her again will get him killed. Soigain wonders about her ability to see what players have equipped. As she demands he takes out his buster item, she is suddenly attacked by Titan, who says he hates wasting his time. As they fight, Sha recognizes the fighting moves Titan is using, and realizes that Titan is the infamous Titan that won 3 video game fighting championships recently. We flash back to Titan with his father explaining that their next mission to conquer was Grave Buster. After initially disagreeing, Titan accepts the challenge. Back in the present, Titan calls to Soigain and Sha for backup against Rin. Sha rushes forward to profess his love to Rin, while Soigain finally reveals his buster item, Raven Scarf. He uses 01 First Blood and his scarf becomes a bright electric blue. Soigain then realizes he should have waited to use it, as it gives you the ability of the first fallen player in battle. Sha then shows Soigain his ultimate move, to become one with the wind, which makes him weightless and invisible. He plans to use it to get close to Rin and tell her how he feels. At that moment, Titan attacks Rin, who falls off of a cliff. He uses his familiar seaweed to detect her remaining health, which was only 15%. She starts explaining that she will not pass Titan as Sha flies in behind her. Without turning around, she stabs him dead center in his chest, failing him as well. After he despawns from the world, Soigain tells Titan they should surrender. He explains that he believes she is invincible, to which Titan disagrees, attacking once again. Soigain, who now has Sha's ability of becoming one with the wind, flies over to a mine in search of something. During their fight, Rin manages to catch Titan and explain that he is skilled as a fighter, but there's something evil in him, and because of that she will not pass him. Deep in the mine, Soigain appears behind a girl, asking if this counts as defeating her. Surprised, the real Rin wonders how he figured out she was controlling a clone. Soigain explains that the move to kill Sha was too accurate for someone who didn't have a top-down view. Titan then figures out he had been fighting a clone all along and destroys it. Later on, Soigain and Titan both confront Rin, with Titan surprised at her true identity as well. They both pass the course, having captured her, and they receive an ally card each. Rin explains that players use them to create a party, but she also confronts Soigain on being a beginner. Just then, Titan strikes, claiming the level isn't over until all enemies are defeated, including Rin and Soigain. After dodging the attack, Soigain runs with Rin, and they escape in a mine where Rin explains her name is actually Faran. Soigain, not realizing Faran was one of the tomb raiders that attacked him before, offers to protect her from Titan in exchange for her joining his party. She's amazed by his offer and accepts just as Titan smashes through the wall. After Titan powers up, causing his eyes to go red, Soigain uses Sha's wind ability again. Using decoys, he begins tricking Titan into fighting them as he plans his attack. He forms a clone of himself, and Titan blasts a hole through the middle only for it to turn into leaves. Soigain then reveals himself, stating he cancelled the ability a while ago, meaning Titan was literally fighting the wind. This enrages Titan and he strikes at Soigain, who easily dodges it. After he asks Titan to surrender, Titan states he is one of the chosen elites, and would never back down to Soigain. He claims that life and the game are no different, money rules everything. Since he is filthy rich in real life, he feels as if he can't lose. He powers up his Buster item into its ultimate form, which fittingly is a sports car. Elsewhere, we see members of Precious speaking with Dark Tiger, their leader and a billion player. They tell him that they are ready to initiate Plan Zero. However, they inform Dark Tiger that the scale of Tomb Guardians and Tomb Raiders has changed, showing a number 1 on the Guardian side. Unamused, Dark Tiger tells them to destroy them using any means necessary. Back at the training area, Titan loads $100 million into his supercar, causing it to have even more power than before. He starts speeding right at Soigain and Faran while rambling about making his father proud. Soigain steps in front of Faran to protect her, and Titan smashes his car into an invisible wall right behind him. Titan can't believe such a casual-looking player could have more money than him, and Faran questions Soigain about it. Just then Titan's Buster item explodes in a massive mushroom cloud. Stuck under debris, the pair are about to log out when a chariot explodes from beneath them. Arriving in her trademark chariot is the mysterious woman that shot Soigain before. Faran starts warning Soigain, saying that usually a player will emit a flame aura for having a divine tomb weapon. However, she emits 10, which means she could only be the ruthless billion player who goes by the Collector. As Soigain wonders why she has such an ability, she tells Faran that her ability to see through players is impressive before she lines up a shot and fires at Soigain. He dodges it easily, however, it flies past him, hitting Faran.